Mike's Daily Podcast.
Hello, here we are at this on this microphone. This wonderful microphone, because you need a podcast to do a microphone.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
You need a mic. That's right. You need a microphone to do a podcast, and I'm gonna do this kind of fast, because I can't last very long. I'm going to get the heck out of town. I'm going to a place where the ground is very high up, and that is called Mount Shasta. Going up there very soon.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Looking forward to... Sorry, I just fell over here. A cafe anyway, somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont, the last place on earth.
Mike's
So happy to have you
Daily
on today's program.
Podcast.
We're going to cover some things.
Yeah!
Because we want to open your heart and help build your relationships and spread more love every day. Kind of. We're just here to have a little bit of fun, to look at life slightly cynically, playfully, and have a good time. And maybe post a cool podcast picture. Today's podcast picture is going to be... Oh! My lovely lady friend took a very nice podcast picture. I think we're going to... And it looks like there's a house cleaning service that has the same name. She took a picture. She sent this to me. You ever see, like, your name on someone's car? And it's for something that you probably wouldn't see yourself doing as a career? Like, Mike Matthews, house cleaning, murder scene cleaning guy. Would not think that to be something I would do, but you never know. So I'll have a podcast picture from my lovely lady friend from this past week to enjoy. She's just taken all kinds of amazing photos. What is this? She sent me this other one of a cat with a little rainbow collar. And the cat looks a little like not into the rainbow collar, but oh well.
And here's today's podcast picture.
Yes, so that'll be from the lovely lady friend. Hey! This past week was very interesting. I had a very rough day yesterday. Did not have a fun time. And I would like to tell you part of it. You know what? You might get a little anxious and a little stressed out. And you may want to freak out in front of somebody. But, you know, I know we're America. We don't really hold our emotions back like other countries. But, you know, pick a time and place. Right, Basil the Boxer? The late, great Basil the Boxer. You know, if you're gonna bark at the world, bark at the moon, bark at everybody, bark at life, choose a time and place. I go into work and somebody freaks out and has this big conniption, as my grandma used to call it. A conniption. And it just was like, I used to be the producer for the Rob Black show. Rob Black covers stuff having to do with money. He is a financial guy. There's also a Rob Black that does another sort of thing in show business. We won't go into that. But this Rob Black, he was saying to me, I love it when people freak out. It is so fun to watch them lose it and have a meltdown, and it's hilarious. But to me, I got to be in the mood. There's a difference between seeing it on YouTube and having a laugh and then actually physically being there and have to deal with all the confrontation and the craziness and whatnot. So, here's what I have to say about that there are ways to deal with it when people freak out. And, our loved ones. Here we are getting so close to Valentine's Day and all love and things that are the color pink and flowers. There's pink, everything's pink color. You know, when you go into the supermarket, you see the Valentine's Day section. There's pink hearts, pink Valentine's Day cards. There's a lot of pink, I noticed, anyway. Cafe, anyway. But the other side of the coin is, it's not always roses and hearts and things, and people freak out. So we're all human. We're all going to have freakouts when we feel alone, pressured, frustrated, misunderstood, Some of us are more prone to freaking out than others. Freakouts are a desperate way to defend self-worth and stem from feeling a lack of power. To deal with partners when they freak out, you have to expend conscious effort to deal with their behavior and to master, minimize, or tolerate the stress that comes along with it. Dealing with someone who is over-emotional can be draining. One way to cope when your partner freaks out: anger is infectious, so it's best not to add fuel to their fire. They also are not good listeners, so not a good choice to try and rationalize them at this time either when they're angry. So remove yourself. You allow your partner's tantrum to infect you. It may take hours or days for it to pass. Arguing leaves scars, so the more you say, the more damage that will be done. Try not to be abrasive because it's not effective. Remember, the freak out will pass, but what you say to each other while arguing may leave scars forever. So don't engage. This from yourtango.com. Because, it takes two to tango. Talk slow or stay silent. It takes time for reactivity to settle within the body. And you don't want to be, you get so tired when you're just reacting to things constantly. Adrenaline is aroused for about 20 minutes, so there is no way to get anything accomplished as long as adrenaline is present. In fact, people are so distorted when they're freaking out that they are only battling average. They are batting average at best. It's not the best metaphor, as we are so close to not that baseball thing, but that football thing happening on Sunday. So you're not dealing with a full deck of cards in your brain. You're not operating on all cylinders. How many other metaphors can I come up with that are trite and stupid? And I hate those expressions, but on expressing what the truth really is, it's very difficult to do in this time. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing you Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont, the last place on earth. Yes, they're definitely, oh gosh, don't add alcohol to the situation. Oh my, then we're really into trouble territory. To cope, create a physical distance and give your partner space. There's no need to rush to a solution. That's something very important to remember. No need to rush to a solution. It's best to talk slow or just stay silent until they calm down. Respect your self-worth. Calmly state boundaries on what you are willing to tolerate during a freak out, and then stick to them. One of the biggest mistakes we make in relationships is we do not clearly define what we will and will not tolerate. You do not have to engage with someone who is treating you with a lack of respect. If they cannot respect your boundaries, you can leave the situation. Remove yourself. Conduct yourself with a sense of composure. The more calm you remain, the less aggravated you'll get. In fact, thank your freaking out partner for sharing their feelings with you. Let them know you heard what they had to say and you will give it thought. This will abolish their crazy quickly and efficiently. So be decent. Be decent. But don't just dismiss them, because that's another thing that sets people off. Oh, you just dismissed me. You're just gaslighting me. You're not listening to me. So you got to be quiet and listen. And I am listening. Be yourself. If you know your truth, do not compromise it. Be flexible enough to hear your partner and take in what they have to say, but you must stay to the truth of your feelings. You do not need to convince someone they are in the wrong. Communicate what is right for you and do it without being obnoxious. State your truth calmly and firmly. You do not have to let their emotionality pull you away from yourself. It is very difficult to deal with someone in the midst of a freak out, but it's absolutely possible. It's all about self-knowledge, self-control when you're in these situations. Look at them as great opportunities to practice behaving in a decent and honest way. That is true power. We're all going to freak out now and again. And so are the ones we love. So expect it and do your best to practice being the highest quality that you can be. And that's from Dr. Sherry Campbell, who is an author and a licensed psychologist with more than 19 years of clinical training. And this got published in yourtango.com. Thank you very much, Your Tango. Very helpful. Did you see the cool picture of Basil the Boxer? The last podcast picture. See those podcast pictures at mikesdailypodcast.com. Look who's here. Hello, my message, Madame Rootabega, and I hear you're going to be on top of the Mount Shasta next to the Yes, next Friday. I'm going to be there with my lovely lady friend. It's going to be great. Want to come with us? Yes. Do you want to ride in the back seat? Yes. Do you want to ride in the trunk? No. I was just kidding. Look who else is here.
Hello there, Mike. This is Valentino, the parking attendant.
And this is Bison Bentley. Do you know that?
Mike, we want to also ride with you there.
Yeah, ride with you too. Do you know that? Even though we're not gonna What the? What did he say, Valentino?
He said even though we're not gonna ride with masks on there. Just like the truckers in Canada. There.
Yeah, Canada. Do you know that? I'm just about fed up with every single protest. Truckers, January 6th. All the protests. Stop. Hey, what now? What now? Somebody disagreed with me.
Keep it down in there.
Hey, look everybody! It's Ken! Hey Ken, you want to say something on the microphone?
Here's something on the microphone. We're going live in a little bit, and all I hear is squeaking noises. Who was that talking before?
That was Bison Bentley.
Oh.
Hi, Ken!
It's been a long time. Where you been?
I've been around.
That's all I heard you. That's all I heard you kept saying. What?
Hey, Bison Bentley. Ken is learning Italian. Can you teach Bison Bentley an Italian word?
Como va?
Como va? Can you say como va, Bison Bentley? Como va?
It's all right. I forgive you.
He looked a little nervous and distracted.
He did. Well, thanks for letting me stop by. Have fun and work on a different language.
I'm going to stop my microphone, and I'm going to talk from yours, and that's going to sound like everybody on a Zoom call. Hello, Ken!
Or this is what it sounds like when they're getting too close.
We're having fun with microphones. Thanks, Ken. That was Ken, everybody. Ken. All right. Next show, and this has been episode 2383, 2383. 2383. 2383. I like numbers. Next show, it'll be the wonderful Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, John Deere the engineer. If you would like to chime in about anything we covered today, 336MM daily, 3 + 3 = 6. MM as in Mike Matthews, daily as, and what this podcast has been not. Well, yesterday didn't happen because of what I was talking about earlier in the show. But we won't go back into that. Or you can just hit repeat on the CD player. Oh, wait, you have to hit rewind. You have to hit one of those buttons that's in front of you. Good luck with that.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!